welcome in. Today we're going to go ahead and go over Charli Kirk's assassination. We need to go ahead and talk about Tyler Robinson. After that, we're going to go ahead and get into an illustrious pastor who's going viral for his passionate speech about what happened with Charli Kirk and whether he should feel remorse or anything about the situation. Then we're going to go ahead and get into some Twitter memes because there are things going on Twitter that are involving Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Billie Eilish, and it is all surrounded about Charli Kirk's assassination as well. We're going to go ahead and get into certain Charli Kirk memes that are going viral, and we need to be able to have an open dialogue about them and understand what they actually mean and why people are upset and why people are upset at the people who are upset for being upset. And last but not least, we'll be talking about Ava Raine. Who is Ava Raine? The Rock's daughter. Ava Raine weighed in heavily and is going viral for her own opinion in the Charli Kirk situation. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Weeb Emperor in the house today, bringing you guys and gals another piece of news. So, what do we know so far? Law enforcement's officially arrested the man accused of shooting and killing conservative activist Charli Kirk in Utah on Friday. After a frantic 33-hour manhunt, the suspect's fate now hinges on whether the state pursues capital charges as political pressure mounts. Prosecutors have not yet filed charges against Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old accused of killing Kirk after driving nearly 4 hours to Utah Valley University, where the longtime Trump ally was speaking. It also remains unclear whether they will seek the death penalty, a step publicly urged by both President Donald Trump and Utah Governor Spencer Cox. That's where we're at, and I understand why we're there. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Tyler. Just a wee bit here, just a me bit. That's a twisted tale. But there's not too much information about it, right? Father gave him up. His family is working with the FBI. Tyler Robinson himself doesn't want to work with the FBI. And obviously, allegedly having a trans girlfriend in this situation, it ain't too good. It don't look too good. Now, I mean, by not too good is like, man, you think you're pushing something forward, an agenda forward, you're setting that agenda back 20, 30, 40, 100 paces, man, on an assassination of this caliber with that kind of just Charli Kirk. That's the one you wanted to shoot. Now, we know he didn't say a lot of things, and a lot of his quotes are being used against him right now, right? Especially the one that relates to gun violence being a necessary evil to the Second Amendment. You now bit the bullet, and you were a statistic, and while you were talking about it, you unfortunately were shot by someone of your own skin color. And we're gonna put political affiliations aside for a second. That's pretty messed up. Guys, it's like, okay, he wasn't white, but he was a Democrat. Or he was a liberal. He had a trans girlfriend. These were the reasons. A lot of people are out here upset, man. Was Charli Kirk racist? Let's actually look at something. Something happened here. see if we can get it pulled up. Okay. So, obviously, this is kind of mapped out. You know, I just want to go over a couple of things. And I think what was said here was pretty powerful and pretty dang necessary in what I've been seeing online, you know? Like it's two factions basically, and it's we love them, we hate them. And you know, we can't rewrite someone's history or the things they said or the things that they believe just because they died a certain way. So, here we go.
Charli Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated.
No, he didn't.
But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America.
That was a fucking
and
escalation.
Staff
That was a
calling
fucking
this
escalation.
nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist.
He said some
all
things.
of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land.
Well,
and hearing people with selective rage who are mad about Charli Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home. Tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry.
That's true.
But there's
That's true.
nowhere in Bible
No.
where we are taught to honor evil.
No.
And how you die does not redeem how you lived.
Well said. How you die does not redeem how you live.
You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Hell no. Heat-seeking missile.
I can abhor the violence that took your life, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live.
Yeah.
I am overwhelmed.
I honestly feel that. I feel like I'm not making fun of him, but I don't not want to. I don't not want to. It's because of the way he lived. Just because he died a certain way, the certain things that he said, uphold, and stood on don't warrant me to feel an impactful empathy for him entirely. It's just a situation that I empathize with. He didn't want empathy. Do you not remember that? You've seen that quote. Thing is, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it came to that. And I can't celebrate the other evil. I can't celebrate Tyler Robinson. I can't. What the heck? You can't celebrate these types of evil. I can't celebrate the way that man lived, and I can't say he was a hero in my eyes. But I can't celebrate the way he died. And I can't say that the one who did it was in the right. That's it. That would be insane to do so. So, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next bitty thing. All right, let's go ahead and continue into the next segment here. All right, now I'm going to just go ahead and we're going to just take a quick look at what's going on Twitter. You know, Charli Kirk is a father and a husband. He is a human. I don't care if you politically disagree with him. Nothing justifies this sick act. I agree. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Billie Eilish. Your reactions to Charli Kirk's death reveal your true colors. Kirk stood for truth against radical agendas, yet you side with hate. Shame on you for celebrating a patriot's murder. We're saying all that. Look, hey, you know, between celebration and you're like, oh, irony. I think it's a lot of people coming for the irony part. I'm not too sure about the celebration. I mean, I do see celebration, but it's like it is an ironic death in a way. So let's move on to alleged Kirk shooter Tyler Robinson lives with a transgender partner. You know, we kind of briefly talked about this. I just wanted to brush up on it. Yeah, he lived with a transgender identifying partner, a source familiar confirmed to the Washington Examiner. Robinson, roommate, is a biological male who identifies as a female and is cooperating with the FBI on their investigation. The Bureau had text between the shooter and the person that helped them confirm that Robinson is the shooter. Yeah, I mean, he's not cooperating. I think this man's cooked. I think he's super cooked. And I think they got the right guy, honestly. I'm pretty sure they got the guy. There's no way they didn't get the guy. They got the guy. You know, in a lot of situations, you know, they didn't catch Tupac's killer, but they got this guy. Well, they did, but, you know, it took them a very, very long time. But I think it's Biggie's. Did they even catch Biggie's? Shoot. Had the door open for a little second. Let's move on. Let's go ahead. Just move on. Keep moving. The Charli Kirk show, man. Listen, let's get into this. Let's get into this. They want me to see this.
In fact, you know, if we would have said 3 weeks ago, Blake, if we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called racist.
You get called racist a lot.
But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us.
Collectively,
they're coming out and they're saying,
a lot of people
I'm
thought
only
you were
here
pretty
because
racist.
of affirmative action. And we know.
You know, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something.
Otherwise, be taken really seriously.
Wow. You know, wow. Hold on, we're gonna replay it, but I'm gonna say something. To the black people who did not feel the racism oozing off of this man, you know, there were also slaves that liked the plantations and they like massa. And there are real stink meters in this world who hate everything black and hate everything black culture and hate everything black people, hate everything black continent. They hate everything black, and they're black. And I know them. And I know you know some of them because some of them are in your family and mine. And we know just a few of them. You know, the stink meter character on the Boondocks was made for a reason. It's because we in the black community know. We all know that person exists. They hate black people. They hate anything to do with it. And they will side with the most racist white, Mexican, or any other color people to say anything about black people and indigenous people. They don't like anything. And it's past political views. My whole family is right wing. Most of them. Few Democrats. We still spot racism and understand racism. And you should be able to do that. Your political party affiliation should have nothing to do with the ability for your black self to be able to identify with when someone says something completely racist and derogatory towards your kind. Do not let your political sides cloud your vision when you see racism in your face. You can call it whatever you want to do. You can find all the fancy schmancy words you can find. I'm a whole Weeb nerd. You can find every single word that you want to find to try to justify a racist. And you can be their friend, and you can be their token. You can be their only black friend or their few that they can count on their hands. You can show up for them all they want to, but at the end of the day, they are racist. And you are no better for your kind. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, let's run that back where he was calling these black people dumb.
And it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
Okay. Black people can't be taken seriously. They don't have enough brain.
Slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
He said you gotta steal a white person's slot to be taken seriously. He said it's a white person's slot. Your black self stole it, D.
Particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color.
Uh-huh.
But I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
I'm here because of action affirmative. She can't even say that.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
We know. It's very obvious to us.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have to go ahead and move on. We gotta move on. Okay. Oh yeah, somebody want me to check this out. I gotta check it out. Look, I'm not gonna play this whole clip because I already got, bro. I I already got spoiled a little bit, man. Charleston White is a whole walking enigma in himself, man. So he's been called a stink meter. But even I'm gonna let that man. He says enough, man.
$20,000 for saying fuck Kirk.
Charli Kirk was killed by his own kind. He wasn't killed.
I can't play it. Charli Kirk was killed by his own kind. He wasn't killed by. But I had to look up the Rock's daughter, bro, because this was a person. I love the Rock, but like what? So this is gonna be the last bit here, guys. Who is Ava Raine and what did she say? Real name of the Rock's daughter. Backlash over Charli Kirk's post, man. Okay, cool. Ava Raine is currently facing online backlash after seemingly sharing a post about conservative advocate and TPUSA founder Charli Kirk, who was fatally shot during a college event in Utah on September 10th. Ava, whose real name is Simone Alexandra Garcia Johnson, is a professional wrestler and influencer and the daughter of Dwayne, the People's Champion, The Rock. Do you smell what he's cooking, Johnson? Oops. Okay. I'm a huge The Rock fan. Let me fix myself. Oh, woo. I'm a huge The Rock fan, right? If you want people to have kind words when you pass, you should say kind things when you're alive. That's what we upset about? That's what we backlashing about? I mean, I get it, because half-mast, but that's what we're backlashing about? If you want people to have kind words when you pass, you should say kind things when you're alive. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said some nice things, man. He loved his family, man. But Jesus. Look, these quotes are hitting hard on all parts, on all sides, actually. When she did not name Charli Kirk directly, many online speculated it meant for him. Ava Raine, 24, later added, standing by her previous statement and seemingly responding to backlash. And I'll stand behind this. Be kind now more than ever. Stand on business, Ava. Your daddy, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Stand on business, girl. Stand on business. Post since viral sparked outrage from Kirk's followers and other conservatives. The Rock has continued to maintain his silence on the matter. Of course he is, man. The Rock is a left and a right hero. Everybody loves The Rock. All right, man. Look, that definitely right there. Hopefully we got the right one. Boom. Whew. Whew. That wraps it up, guys. That was hot. That was a hot take. Let me fix you. That was a hot take. I ain't gonna lie. That was a hot take. It's been running a little while. Look. It comes, man. Just sometimes you can't get this treatment. I said it before in the video. Sometimes you just can't get this treatment, man. So, hopefully you guys got my opinion and understood where I was coming from, and hopefully, if you haven't seen me, hopefully you do understand where I'm coming from now. The comments on my video will be posted probably in the beginning. I want to show you guys. These are the comments right here. These are the comments from the last video, some of them. So if you want to be featured in a video, or your comment featured in a video, definitely do comment. And thank you guys for joining me. Do drop a like on the video. Do hype the video. Click the hype feature down there for me, especially after you drop a comment. And definitely share. And I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'll cover this. I'll continue to cover the Raha Jackson situation. And I will actually just cover anything that we want to do. And then we'll have movie reviews. And we have some pranks on the way between me and Wally. I have a couple of things to drop here. We're going to be doing a very diverse thing here. I want you guys to be here, hopefully. Especially if you're here watching right now at the end here. You're really awesome. Thank you for participating in the video. And hopefully we get some better news these days. I want to get some good news. Whew. Oh man, my lip is fighting me. I'm sorry, I had to witness that. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, I love your face. I love your face, man. Keep grinding, keep smiling, continue to smile because smiles are contagious. Let's go, Gooners. Let's go. And that's all for today, man. That's all I got.